Robert Rivas Radio, Tejano, and much more.
Robert Rivas Radio, Tejano, and much more. And at this time, I'd like to welcome Aisha to my morning show. Good morning, Aisha.
Good morning, Robert. How are you?
I'm doing great. Trying to keep warm here, man. It's a cold morning. No, Aisha.
Yes, it's freezing. The San Antonio weather. It's crazy.
It really is,
hot
man.
Yesterday, and then today it's cold.
And right, and tomorrow cold, and then by the weekend it'll be 70 degrees again, and you don't know what to do anymore, right?
I know.
It really is. It's crazy. Anyways, Aisha, I'd like to welcome you to my morning show now. I'm going to jump ahead of myself here just for a little bit, then we'll backtrack. But I've been playing your latest single, Ese Sabor, and I got to tell you, I can't tell you the responses I've been getting on your new single. Congratulations.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. That's good to hear. It's always good to hear that.
Well, of course. I tell you what, it's like I said, doing very, very well. But before anything else, let's backtrack here and let's talk about you. Now, Aisha, where are you from? Where were you born and raised?
Well, I was born in San Antonio, Texas, and I didn't grow up in San Antonio. I traveled all over because my dad was in the military, but you know, he got out of the military, and we, you know, resided in San Antonio since I was a teenager. So I was always around Tejano music, and it's always been a part of my life. So, but San Antonio, for the most part, has been my place of residence.
Well, I tell you what, if you're going to be a female Tejano artist, nowhere better than San Antonio, no?
Definitely, the capital Tejano.
Now, did you go to high school here in San Antonio?
Yes, I sure did. I went to all of the Northeast Independent School District high school. Even though my dad was in the military anymore, we were, you know, they moved around a lot. So, but I ended up graduating at Roosevelt, from Roosevelt High School.
Really? Roosevelt High School, the Rough Riders.
Yes, Rough Riders. I won't say what year, but...
Now, Aisha, when you were going to high school, were you like in choir or anything like that?
Yes, I did choir. Actually, I did choir in middle school and high school. But, you know, I participated in different, you know, programs, you know, whatever talent shows they had, you know, I was in it, you name it.
So you were always in the mix where music was involved and stuff, right?
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, back then, like I said, I don't want to say way back, but, you know, I took part in our part of town talent shows that they had here for the Parks and Recreation in San Antonio. And, you know, a lot of, you know, the different activities that they would have for teenagers, and I started singing at a very young age, you know, about 5 or 6 years old. Not professionally, but, you know, I've always been singing. My parents always had a radio, and anywhere they would go, they would carry a hairbrush or whatever, and I would sing. They would tell me sing, and I would sing.
Hey, sing, Aisha. Now, you had no problem singing in front of crowds when you were little.
No, I was always, you know, ready.
Prepared.
Yeah.
I was prepared, Robert.
You know, from my mama dressed me up like Boy George. Yeah, like Boy George. You know, she would put trenzas in my hair, and, you know, I would sing Boy George songs and what you name
it. Really? Boy George songs. Wow, man. Out of curiosity, which songs were you singing from Boy George?
Cara Chameleon, A Tumble for You.
It sounds weird now, right? You're like, I can't believe I was singing that song, man. I can't believe that.
They're like, what are those songs? Who's Boy George?
No, I gotta ask you now, because you were singing Boy George music. Were you a Boy George fan?
Yes, yeah, I love to hear Boy George, and I'm a Prince fan, a really big, huge Prince fan. But my mom would dress me up, whatever I wanted to be. She was.
Lo que quieras, mija. Lo que tú quieras, mija. Whatever, mija. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, Aisha, you know that Boy George performed here in San Antonio about 3 or 4 months ago, ¿verdad?
Yes, I saw that, and I missed it actually. But a good friend of mine, she was able to go see him, and she put it on live. Facebook Live. Everybody goes live now, and so she was able to share it. And I was like, oh my God, I missed an awesome show. But hopefully, I get to make it once, with one of his shows.
It's unreal that he was scheduled for only one show, and it sold out so quickly. They scheduled a second show. How crazy is that?
Wow,
Very popular, Boy George.
He is.
He is, she is, something like that, Robert, right?
He is. He's popular.
Now, Aisha, you moving around the way you say you have in your life, in your young life, there we go, there we go. Anyways, in your young life, Now, Aisha, tu español, are you good with your Spanish, not only singing it, but talking it as well?
I try. I understand it, and if you were to have a conversation with me, I think it would be a little difficult, but I would at least try.
Aisha, I cannot tell you how many artists I have talked to, worked with, interviews where they don't know how to speak Spanish well, but they can sing it with no problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, and you're doing the same thing. You're doing,
Yeah, I guess it's because, we had the music in us, and, we listened to it growing up. But, like me, for example, my parents, everywhere we went, whether we lived up north or wherever, they always had Tejano music, with us, but they raised us speaking, I know for me, I could speak for myself, English was first. And, but of course, we understood it because it was spoken in the home. And, but, they have, the music instilled in us, and shared the music. I know listening, when I was younger, we would listen to Mafia, and this was in the 80s. And, La Sombra, and, Ramon Ayala, that's what my parents would listen to. So, it was, music, just all genres of music, I was introduced to at a young age. My parents had me young. So, my parents are in their 50s. And,
they're young. They're very young, Aisha. I'm in the 50s. I'm young.
Yeah. So, a lot of people are like, how do you know that kind of music? And, I'm like, my parents, I was listening to, Donna Summer, Stevie Wonder, all kinds of music at a young age. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, Aisha, I was going to say, Alicia, I'll tell you what, Aisha, worst comes to worst, you're okay as long as you can say, ese sabor, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. As long as you say that, I don't care where you go, just go, ese sabor, and you're going to get free beer and free meals, ese sabor, and you're on your way, man. Don't worry, but they're going to buy you a house and a car and everything. You're going to be okay.
That would be nice.
That would lie, right? Now, Aisha, tell me a little bit more. How did you come about to start working with Gabriel Zavala?
I actually met Gabriel Zavala, actually just, I think we were, I believe, at a function for Ricky Valens. And he was there with Stephanie, and, then we just, became, close friends, and, and then, I wasn't really looking at doing my own thing. I don't know, my history. I did a lot of background vocals with different artists, and, having to me, being a lead vocalist is a lot of work. And, I feel, even though you're a background vocalist and you're traveling with different artists, I have, my children, and I was worried that it was going to take away from, being with them. But I'm like, I'm out and about anyway, so why not try to do something on my own? So at the time when I was going to record, Gabe was like, why don't you do something on your own, and, let me know whenever you're ready, So the first one I actually recorded was with Ray Garcia. We did a duet called Sueños, and that was kind of like my first taste in recording, And but I didn't actually do my own thing until I did Poquito a Poco right after that. That was my first single, and it was a cover. But I just wanted to do something that will get me out there and would be a little bit familiar, but also have a little, twist to it. Gabriel Zavala changed it up a little bit.
So working with Gabriel Zavala here and working on your project like Ese Sabor, this has not been released on a full CD yet, ¿verdad?
No, right now I've only released singles. And right now I am working on my CD with Gabriel Zavala. I'll be doing a whole CD. I think I'm going to release one more single, and then I'm going to finish up the album or CD. And hopefully, I don't think it'll be done by the end of this year, but early next year. So I'm pretty excited about that. And the CD will have some covers on it, but most will be originals.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with the originals. A couple of covers here and there just to kind of keep people in a sense that, original music is always, porque la música original is going to be fresh. You know what I mean?
Oh,
New stuff.
Definitely.
And we need that. We definitely. Now, let me ask you something, Aisha. Let me ask you this. You being a female artist, a female Tejano artist, I mean, the struggles, I can only imagine the struggles that you go through because it's tough. Because I don't care what female artist you are, people right away, she wants to be Selena. She's trying to be Selena. And it's very difficult to get away from that right there and do your own thing, but we need new female artists like yourself, and I got to tell you, man, and I'll go with the song Ese Sabor. I mean, I heard the song, I loved it, I thought it was awesome, and I didn't think, she's trying to be Selena. I said, no, that's your own thing, and it sounds really, really good. But I'm sure you struggle, being a female Tejano artist, don't you?
Oh, yeah, definitely, and, you try to have your own sound, and that's what I kind of love. That's what I do love about Gabriel, is because I really feel like I didn't have a sound. I didn't know what I really wanted. And so with Poquito a Poco, the music, he produced that song. And then when he did Ese Sabor, it kind of sounded like I was like, wow, it sounds like Poquito a Poco. Not really, but it's like I knew that was my song. And so he established a sound for me, and I don't know how he did it, but I love it, and I love working with him, and he's always open to whatever opinions that I might have or input that I might have, and I've also learned stuff from him. So I'm really looking forward to finishing the CD with him. And like you said, it is hard, for new female artists to be out there. But honestly, just going to be out there and do your own thing and love it and give it your all, and that's all you can do.
That's right. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, ¿verdad, Aisha?
Yeah.
So now let me ask you, what does Aisha do on her off time?
On my off time, I work.
So when I'm not working, I'm working, Robert.
I'm not thinking of working, or I'm with my boys, and my husband, he supports me, and I don't know if you follow me on Facebook, but we're always together, and he's a big support system. But definitely, if I'm not doing music, I'm working or with my family, and that's really important. I try to keep up with them as much as I can. They're teenage boys. Well, preteen.
Preteens. You gotta be careful, Aisha. You said you're gonna be giving up your age here, man. You're going slowly but surely.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I feel like, well, I'm already this age. Like, why am I still doing this? But every time I feel like I don't want to do it, or what is it for? I can't give it up. I've always wanted to do this, and I'm finally doing it. And even if it's not, far, I got to do what I love to do, and that's all that matters to me. And if people enjoy my music, that's even a plus for me.
Do you know, Aisha, on your song, on your hit single, Ese Sabor, one thing that I've always said about artists and their music is I don't care if it's male or female, it's one thing to sing it, but it's another thing to sell it. To sell whatever you're trying to sing about. And on Ese Sabor, to me, I hear that song and I hear it as something I'm not going to use the word sexy or sensual, but it's kind of like you're like a little flirtatious kind of a song, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Yeah. At first when Gabriel gave it to me, I was like, I don't know, I could pull this off. But I mean, hey. You know,
why is that, Aisha? Why is that? What do you mean pull off? What do you mean like?
But you know, I told my husband, "Are you okay with this song?" and then he goes, "Well, you didn't watch yourself when you recorded it." He told me I need to do the dance that I did when I was recording it.
And you're probably right. But like I said, I don't see it, and I'll be straight up, in a nasty manner, in a dirty manner. I see it as you're seeing it like you have a romantic taste for a person. You know what I mean? Like I can look at a girl and go, man, she looks very, very delicious over there. You know, but I'm not being dirty about it. You know, you're saying ese sabor, you know, and that's to me it's very flirtatious kind of a song. But I got to give you this, Aisha, you sell it. You definitely sell it. Ain't no doubt about it. You'd be one hell of a car salesman if you can't say go sell the guys.
Thank you. I really, really appreciate it.
No, but really, I can imagine somebody. It's funny when you're saying, man, I didn't know if I can do this song or not. Hey, maybe go talk to the husband here, man. Hey, let me get some legal representation here on this song. Let's see what's going on.
Well, like in my mind, I took it as like, you know, how a girl, you know, they feel when when it's fresh love, or a guy, you know, it's a new love or a new romance, and you know, you just can't be without them. That's how I basically took it, but that when I was singing it. So, but yeah, you could take it there.
I don't know how we got here, right? Anyways, well, I got to tell you, Aisha, I wish you a lot of luck in the future. I wish you a lot of. I'm very glad for you. I'm happy for you that you got a hit single. Good for you. It's got to start somewhere, and it started with Ese Sabor, no doubt. And I see nothing but success for you. And like I said, as soon as you get your full CD out, you be sure and send it to me, MP3 me the song, so I can confirm them. Okay?
No more Ese Sabor, though.
No more Ese Sabor. And I joke about it sometimes on my morning show. I go, Ese Sabor. And I go, I can't do it like she can. I can't sell it like she can.
You got to go, Ese Sabor.
See, there you go. See, you got the voice for it. You see, I know. It doesn't sound good with me. And I always say, Ese Sabor's very own Aisha. There we go. That's going to be your trademark. Ese Sabor's very own. There you go.
Well, I appreciate you for playing my song and supporting me. You know, I really, really do. And having me on your show.
No, it's really, man, this has been really, really a pleasure to be having you on my morning show. Now, let me ask you this. Any last words for your fans, Aisha?
Yes, I just want to tell everybody thank you so much for supporting me and getting on my page and showing me all the love and sharing my videos and my YouTube, my YouTube videos. And I do have a video on YouTube with Ray. It's called Ya Te Olvidé. That's one of my songs that I do have a video for. But I just stay on the lookout. I will have another song coming out soon. And I just appreciate everybody's support and hope to see everybody at Fanfare. So hopefully if I get, be selected, I'll be seeing everybody out there. So I'm excited about that.
Aisha, thank you for being part of my morning show.
Thank you.